Hello everyone, let us now discuss this question, maximum difference between even and odd frequency one. Here we are given with string S which only contains lowercase English letters. Our task is to find maximum difference between the frequency of two characters in the string such that one of the character has even frequency and the other character is having odd frequency. Now, the maximum difference defined as the character with odd frequency minus the character with even frequency. That means the odd frequency minus the character with even frequency. Now, how do I make this difference with max? That means, let me say 5 is odd frequency, then how can I get even? That should be minimum, less. So, the maximum of odd minus the minimum frequency of even will give me the maximum difference. So that's why I'll go through every character in this string and store the frequency in an unordered map. So I have A, I have B, and then I have C. A is having a frequency of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now B is having a frequency of just 2 and C is having a frequency of 1. I'll start with going through this A, B, C and their frequency. Now, as I said, I need the maximum odd frequency and the minimum even frequency. So, I'll store maximum odd frequency and minimum even frequency. Minimum even frequency, right? But initially, what should I store in the maximum odd frequency and minimum even frequency? So I'll start by storing maximum odd to be minus infinity, and here I'll store the minimum even frequency to be positive infinity. So when I go through this, I got A having frequency of 5, which is odd. Now the maximum between minus infinity and 5 will be 5, right? So that means the minus 2147 something in integer range will be minus infinity, and 5 we are comparing these two, and the maximum between these two will be 5. Then I go through B, which is having even frequency of 2. The minimum even frequency is positive infinity. Then the minimum between the positive infinity and 2 will be 2, right? Now then I go to C, which is having a odd frequency. Then maximum odd frequency is 5 and I got 1 here. So the maximum frequency between these two is still 5. So if I take the difference between the maximum odd frequency and minimum even frequency, then I'll get 3 as my answer, as you see here. Now if I go through another example, now I got A, B, C, only 3 characters. So I'll iterate the string and store the frequency of every character. Now A is iterate or occurred for 1, 2, 3 times. B for 1, 2 and 3 times. Then C is for 1 and 2 times, right? Now the same old thing here. Maximum odd frequency is initialized to minus infinity and minimum even frequency is initialized to positive infinity. Now the thing is, I'll iterate through this frequencies and the same old thing again. A is for 3 times. So the difference, or sorry, the maximum from minus infinity and 3 will be 3. So here the maximum between minus infinity and 3 it will be 3. Now minimum even, sorry, I'll go to the B, which is also having 3. So then I no need to change the frequency of maximum odd, or I need to update maximum odd. So I go to C, which is having even frequency of 2. Then what is the minimum between these two, which is having 2 here and infinity will be somewhere here. Then in these two, the minimum will be 2, right? Then I got no character to be checked now. 3 minus 2, the maximum odd frequency minus in minimum even frequency will give me 1 as the answer if you see here. Now the thing is, if I write the algorithm, I'll iterate, I'll iterate and iterate s, string s and store the character frequency in an unordered map. Now, after that, if I say, if you look here, I am traversing this character frequency. So I'll iterate through this unordered map. Then after that, so initially I have initialized maximum odd to be minus infinity, right? So it will be int minimum and minimum odd frequency. Sorry, minimum even frequency will be int max, the positive infinity. Then iterate through this unordered map, and if the frequency is odd, then update maximum odd with maximum 1. Then if frequency is even, then update minimum odd, sorry, minimum even with minimum 1. So this is how you solve this problem. First give it a try and write the code. If you didn't get the code, go to the link in the description. You can find my submission. If you like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.